Well, good morning there, boys and girls. It's Monday morning. We've had a pretty wild temperature shift here, and it's 13, 14 degrees. When I came outside here, you can see my breath rising here in the fur shed. Just wanted to give you guys a quick little update because it's been pretty slow on the line. Once the snow hit and the temperatures dropped a little bit, the coons kind of stopped running. So yesterday, I had a buddy out with me, and I pulled all the dog proofs. It was a no fur day yesterday, so I pulled all the dog proofs just to kind of slim down the line a little bit. I want to concentrate on foxes and coyotes, um, and maybe still try for a mink down back by the creek, but we'll see about that. So yeah, I pulled all the dog proofs just to make things a little easier. I had, I don't know, 7 or 8 dog proofs out that I pulled. I still got a couple of sets that might catch coons, mostly blind trail sets with 1.5s, and one pocket set, which I'm probably going to pull today because it's going to be frozen. So yeah, that's about where we're at here. I'm up to 8 raccoons for the season and the 1 fox. My buddy took one of the raccoons. I helped him skin it and flesh it here, and he wanted to stretch it himself and get it tanned and that stuff. So he's gonna make something with it, or who knows. But he took one off my hands, which I didn't mind since raccoons aren't really worth anything this year, and I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm probably gonna tan a few and see if I can make a hat or something out of them. So maybe next year I'll have a fur trapper's hat. But that's about where we're at. I got the 4-wheeler warming up here. It's just getting light. We're gonna get her loaded up and get out and start checking the sets we do have, and making sure stuff isn't frozen. And I don't know, we'll see if the critters ran. It was a 0 for day yesterday, so hopefully today's a better day. Yesterday there was no even tracks, fresh snow. It was still snowing while we were checking, so anything that we would have seen would be fresh. And nothing had been out except squirrels. Raccoons didn't run. There was no fox tracks, no coyote tracks, not even really any deer tracks. So I think all the critters were kind of waiting out the crappy weather night before last and yesterday, and we'll see if they ran today. It was a nice, clear, cold night, so I have a feeling the canines may have been moving and looking for food, but we'll find out here shortly. All right, see you soon. Well, good morning there, friends. It's Tuesday, another day on the trap line here, and as I said yesterday, it's been pretty slow. No fur yesterday. I pulled all of my dog proofs. Just have a couple blind sets that were kind of coon sets, but might catch fox too, so we left them. But I pulled all the dog proofs because with this cold snap, and you can see this white stuff behind me, a good couple inches of snow on everything, and it's in the upper teens, low 20s this morning. So we're not going to see any coons for a couple of weeks until they get into the rut. So we may, put some back out depending on the weather and whatnot. But right now, just trying to catch some fox and maybe a coyote. So I with the snow, the nice thing is you can see tracks. So I'll walk over here, and right here, you can see that spot that's dug in the snow. And I saw that yesterday, but I didn't have a trap with me to set it. So a fox came up here, there's a bunch of fox tracks, dug around here, looks like a mouse hole or something, and peed. So that's a good sign. So I brought a trap with me today to set here. And, you keep your eye out. A lot of guys will tell you, and it's good advice, your steel ain't catching critters unless it's in the ground. That said, you don't have to put all your traps in at the same time. I like to kind of keep a few. I started this line with half a dozen traps, and as you go, you see different sign when you visit the same places and you're on the same trail, and along a loop you've already created, you can start to fill in some more traps in places that maybe you're missing them, or set doubles in areas, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna put a trap right here. I'm gonna try and get it on camera here. We'll see how that goes. I don't have a tripod with me, but I got a bucket. So maybe that'll work good enough. We'll see here. But anyways, I'm gonna bang a set in here. If nothing else, I'll show you it once it's in. You don't really need to watch me kind of make it, but I'll show you it before I cover it up. And then we got a few more traps to check down the line. You know, I'm still optimistic. There was some good fox sign out. I'd really like to get a couple more foxes. So we'll keep checking and see what we get. Well, I lied. I was going to show you guys the trap before I covered it up, but I got to in the doing things mode and slamming it in. And so anyway, you can see right there is the hole. I dug out the hole a little bit. That's what the dirt around there is. And the trap bed is just right here. And it's a fully modified Bridger 1 3/4 laminated. And I just threw some bait down the hole and kind of blended it in. There's already some good scent appeal, and you know, fox tracks around where they've been messing with it. Like I said, the one had peed on it, so we'll see if this catches. It's right along our route, so it's not like it's adding any more to check or maintain, you know. So, all right, carrying on. Good morning there, friends. It's been a couple of days without fur, but I'm out checking sets this morning. We had a weather front last night. It was pretty warm all day yesterday in the 40s and windy, and then it started raining a little bit and snowing at some point, and we're supposed to get a bunch of snow today and more wind. Temperatures dropped into the 20s, and this is a blind trail set. We caught a raccoon here a few days ago, and now we've got this big old possum. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. The last possum I had, I let go, and I kind of feel like probably that's what we're gonna do with this one, but let's get up and have a look at him. You know, there is an argument to be said for taking these guys out for, I'm getting tangled up here, for predator management. This is a big old possum. Big old possum. They're not worth much for fur. He's nice and light colored. I don't know. Either way, it looks like we got a remake to do. If we decide to let him go, I will show you the remake. But he's a big one, and I might take him. I don't know. I'll get back with you. All right, there's the reset. The trail just kind of went down through here. There's kind of one that splits and goes off this way, and one that goes down. There's a pond right down here, and then this trail goes up this way, and the trail that I'm trapping continues across it here. So second catch in this trap. Reset it. I didn't show the reset because it's kind of a tight spot in here, and I don't have a tripod yet. So eventually I'll show you guys that, but wax dirt in here, and the bed was still there, so all I really had to do was kind of check the trap over, clean the mud and stuff out of it. Same piece of polyfill under the pan. Still had the trap tag, amazingly. You always want to check for that and make sure the swivels and everything work. So reset, it's night latch right now. I'm going to throw some more wax dirt over it and call it good. And this, you know, he didn't blow the spot out too bad. Snow's coming in, so it's going to cover up the catch circle. And when the critters run again on this small trail, you know, we'll catch something else, whether it's a coon or a skunk or another possum. I did end up taking that guy out, and you know, I'll explain why. Let me finish this up and I'll show you it. All right, so there's the finished remake behind me there, just covered up with wax dirt. Like I said, I don't know if the flakes are picking up on the camera, but it's snowing halfway decent right now. We're supposed to get at least a couple inches today, so the catch circle will get all covered up here. And that trail stay, they'll run it, and it'll work well. You can see it's got these grapevines here. They got to run right under there, so it really kind of funnels the trail down right to that spot, hence the two catches. So anyways, I did say I kept that possum, or I should say I dispatched him. He is pretty nice fur. I'm going to skin him out. Possums really aren't worth anything unless you have, you know, a novelty market there. Some people do. I'm not really selling fur this year. I'm not doing it for money. I'm not putting up those kind of numbers. This is kind of just right now the farm around my house, and just trying to knock some of the predators back. You know, we have chickens, we have pets, and I like to hunt. My wife likes to hunt turkeys. I like to deer hunt. So we're trying to take out some of these predators that are hard on the small game, the squirrels, the rabbits, the turkey nests, and possums. You know, you'll hear people say, oh, they eat ticks. Well, yeah, they probably do eat some ticks if they're grooming themselves. I haven't looked that guy over real well, but I've talked to numerous other trappers who will say they'll catch possums covered in ticks. And that the study that was used to say, oh, possums are these big tick eaters, they put possums in cages and basically put ticks in with them. So they're hungry. Of course they're going to eat ticks. It was never, as I understand, it was never verified in the field. So they never went out and tested it in wild populations. So it didn't, from what I understand, and this is secondhand information, so if somebody knows better than me, but that study that was used that's cited with that possums are the greatest tick eaters in the world or whatever, did not pass peer review. So it's not really scientifically valid. So possums do raid nests like crazy. So ground nesting birds, turkeys. We have wood ducks here on this pond I'd kind of like to protect. I know the foxes were getting them last year. You'd find spots where they killed wood ducks, so I'm trying to get them too. Raccoons also big nest raiders and will kill and eat small birds too. So, you know, there's a lot of sound, biologically sound reasons to trap predators and manage their populations just like we do for anything else. So it's not cruel, it's not unethical. You know, it's really part of being a good steward of the land and of wildlife and kind of keeping things in balance. So we took them out, and that's why. All right, on to the next traps. Well, good morning, friends. Another cold, snowy morning out here on the trap line. It's been slow the past 3-4 days anyways. Had a possum yesterday, and a big old possum, which I took out, and I talk about that. But I've had a bunch of, mostly going for canine sets out. Now I've got a few blind sets that were kind of set for raccoons that I'm leaving out till the raccoon rut starts to see if we can't pick up a couple more big boars, but mostly canine sets. And for fox, I really like blind sets as well as coon. So this down here was a Bridger 1 3/4 on a well-known trail just down off the edge of the woods here, and there he is over my shoulder there. So this has been here, I think 2 days now, 2 or 3 days, and we picked this guy up. So let me turn you around, we'll get up to him and have a closer look. All right, so there he is. Got you turned around here, and he's tangled up. So this trail went right through here, and you can see where it continues all the way down there. So yeah, we had this guy here, and he's all tangled up here, front foot catch. So let me get him taken care of, and this is a little bit blowed out, but I think we'll be able to make a reset here, and the snow coming is going to cover up the catch circle. So get him taken care of and move along.